Oh my. Car was destroyed. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Here we go. Ooh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the American Dirt Series Dirt Street Stocks live in action here from Lincoln Speedway. Lincoln Speedway is the home for these boys here tonight as they are about to get to work here, about to start a little bit of a battle as these guys, man, they've been laying down some crazy lap times, man. These guys are ready for another war here out on the racetrack, and it's getting down to the end of the series here, so points starting to matter more and more and more. There's more on the line here each and every week, man. There's more that these guys have to worry about. They got to make sure that they can finish strong here, try to maybe pick up a championship or move up a couple more spots in that championship battle to try to give themselves a better finishing spot in that point series. As we're going to get ready to rock and roll here in just a few more moments, just a little over a minute to go here, and then we're gonna get ready for some green flag racing action here from Lincoln Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so happy to see each and every one of you in here. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button if it's your first time here. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, chat. Let's go, baby. Oh, woo. I'm pumped. I'm excited for this one, man. Oh, man. This is going to be another great battle, man. Massey's going to be looking to pick up another checkered flag here. But, man, Douglas Stewart's been looking pretty good the last little while. He's been looking very fast. I feel like we might see Douglas Stewart up there at the front of the field battling for this win. I know Billy Northcutt and Lon Franks are going to be duking it out as well for that championship. It's gonna get tight, baby. It's gonna get tight. These drivers are gonna be pounding each other here tonight as it's gonna be a lot of hard racing. Lincoln Speedway has proven to be a very tough racetrack to win at. So it's gonna take the best of the best to get it done here tonight. There goes Bryce Dickinson up into that 3 ride of Douglas Stewart. As we're done our practice, we're gonna get ready here for a little bit of qualifying action. We're going to see who can park their ride down here on the front row for heat race number 1. As Stewart jumping out onto the racetrack, one of those first drivers out here. Woo. Woo. Oh. Oh, chat, I am pumped, baby. I am pumped. Let's get it going, chat. Let's get it going, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do. Keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that follow button. Keep hitting that check and share button. Let's go, baby. Let's keep on growing. We're working our way to 3,000 followers here on the page. We're only about 60-something followers away from hitting 3,000 followers. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I can't thank each and every one of you guys enough for it, man. I can't thank you guys enough for being part of the family, coming in here and showing that love. Yo, Reed Sanders coming in with that like and the share. DWR, JRE Racing coming in with that share as well. Let's get it. Jordan LaFawn, what is good, Jordan? Jordan coming in, smashing that like and tagging a bunch of his friends and family and everyone else up into the chat as well. Let's get it, Jordan. Let's get it, my boy. Yo, Dalen Ezard coming in with that like on the stream. Jeff Dickinson, Chad, Pooterball coming in with that like on the stream as well. Michael Dickinson, Papa Mike coming in, showing that love as well. What is good, Papa Mike? Cecil Kirkpatrick, Vicky Scholler coming in as well. What is good, Vicky? Yo, Jeremy Vaughn Racing coming in with that like on the stream. Bryce Dickinson with the heart and the share.
Let's go racing, boys!
Let's go racing, ladies and gentlemen. Blaine Grass, my boy Blaine coming in with the 50 stars. What is good, Blainer? What is good, Blaine? What is good, my boy? What's up, Dalen? What's up, Omi? Hi, I'm new. Kev, you're not new. Come on now. Get out of here with that. Come on now. You're not new, my boy. Where were we at here? Ty Dickinson with the like on the stream. Lamar Jordan with the like on the stream. Ricky Chandler coming in, smashing that like. Yo, Whippersnapper. Whippersnapper. Tony Whipperman coming in as well. What is good, Whippersnapper? Kevin Odelski coming in with the like and the shares. Blaine Grass, the 50 stars. Blaine, much appreciated, my boy. Coming in with the big bomb, the 50 star dono. Much appreciated, my boy. Much appreciated, homie. Kevin Odell with the shares. Dylan Douglas with the like on the stream. Tony Whipperman with the likes on the stream. Austin Wormuth with the likes on the stream. What is good, Austin? What is good, Tony? Can I join? Unfortunately, Austin, the series is full. They only got 2 more races left here in the series. So, unfortunately, they're not adding in any more drivers at this point. But the next season's going to be starting here in a few more weeks. So, definitely keep your ears open for that one through our page and Discord for when we get things rocking and rolling with that one. Yo, Sammy! Samantha! Miss Sammy Rex coming in with that heart reaction and the shares as well. What is good, Sammy? What is good, my girl? OG, laugh out loud. Blaine, you're definitely an OG, homie. You're definitely an OG, my boy Kevin Odell. Yeah, definitely laughing faces, Kev. You're not new here, my boy. You're definitely not new here. Yo, Brian Stravler Jr. Brian coming in with that heart reaction. What is good, Brian? Yo, Blainer! Blaine!
Let's go racing,
Let's go racing, boys. Let's go racing. What is good, Blaine? Blaine coming in with another 50 stars. Let's get it, homie. Let's go, my dude. Much appreciated. Much love, my dude. Sammy coming in with the hearts. Love you, my girl. Love you, my girl. Love ya. Aaron, what's good? What is good, Cody? You know what's good. Racing's good, baby. That's what's good. Logan Schmidt with the like on the stream. Frank Fonda with that like. Cody Myers with that like. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, baby. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one, man. Lincoln Speedway is so good. This is one of the best racetracks I think iRacing has put out here for quite a little while. I would say this is right up there with I-55. It produces a lot of great racing all around this racetrack. We see Jordan LaFawn just getting done his qualifying efforts. He's in the 9th position right now, but currently it's Billy Northcutt with the quickest lap time. It goes right down to the thousandths of a second between him and Jamie Massey for that top spot. Chad Putterball with a great run as well. Chad there in the 20 ride, currently in 3rd, Massey there in 2nd, but we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. Let's go NLR, boys. Let's go, baby. All those next level racing boys. That's going to be a lot of fun. What's good, my boy? Ain't been on in a minute to hang out. Austin, my boy. Well, you're here now, my dude, and that's all that matters, homie. Hopefully you've been having yourself a great time, a good Christmas and everything else, man. Hopefully, you haven't been too busy, but I'm glad to see you in here, my boy. Glad to see you in here as always, as we're gonna get ready here for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole in this one, it is the Joyride of Billy Northcutt. To his outside in the DWR number 20, that is Chad Putterball. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 3 machine, that is Douglas Stewart, and his outside in the 84. It's the NH Lens Papa Mike Promotions next level racing ride of Bryce Dickinson. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 11 machine, that is Jordan LaFawn in that red rider. That's the Grinch Mobile out there on the racetrack. And Jordan LaFawn there in 5th. To his outside in the DWR iRacing iFlag Papa Mike Promotions number 2. That is Ty Dickinson. And rounding out our field in the 30 machine, that is Mike Meniz. Meniz in that Mike M Designs ride, rounding out our field. No Glenn Grimm, as he was supposed to be starting 8th in this one, but we got these drivers locked and loaded, and we're gonna set them loose here for heat race number 1. Quickly, that Viv's Liquor Dirt Panda number 0, the Joyride out in front here is that Joyride of Billy Northcutt, shot out of a cannon and down the backstretch out to about a car length, maybe 2 car lengths of a lead here as he's trying to pull away. Currently, it looks like that bottom side of the racetrack definitely the preferred line, as Douglas Stewart has worked his way straight up into position number 2 here as he's made the pass on the 20 machine. Jordan LaFawn trying to follow him right through into position number 3. As they're 2x2 right there behind him is now the 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson, gonna try to slide his way underneath the 20 ride here. A little bit of contact. Ty Dickinson's gonna go around. Ty Dickinson and Michael Manise make a little bit of contact there in corner 1. They both go around. No caution flag. They keep on rolling. Billy Northcutt, though, out in front as Northcutt continues to lead the way in that Viv's Liquor Joyride. That Wild Bill machine as he is out in front here, showing these boys how to get it done here once again, but this time at iRacing's newest racetrack. This is Lincoln Speedway. Man, they did such a beautiful, beautiful job with this track as these guys have been working diligently on getting more and more dirt track stuff out onto the racetrack for all of us, all of us dirt track fans. And here you go, man, a brand new track. And this place is absolutely awesome. This is a great track. They've done a wicked, wicked job with it. Billy Northcutt out in front, showing him how to get it done. Douglas Stewart hanging right there with him. Not really letting him drive away, but not really closing the gap there as Billy has about a 6/10 of a second, almost 7/10 of a second lead over that 3 ride of Douglas Stewart. Jordan LaFawn right there behind him. The 20 ride of Putterball right there in 4th. Bryce Dickinson in 5th. And we see Ty Dickinson and Michael Manise, unfortunately, quite a ways back there after their spin, but out of corner number 4, we're going to see the white flag fly one more time around here for Billy Northcutt. Billy Northcutt with one more lap to go here for heat race number 1. Down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Stewart can't get there as Billy Northcutt wins heat race win number 1. Douglas Stewart there in 2nd. Jordan LaFawn, Chad Putterbow, Bryce Dickinson, Ty Dickinson, and Mike Manise round out our field here for heat race number 1. Some great racing action. A tough break there for a couple of our drivers. We saw Ty Dickinson and Michael Manise come together and go around, and that's what can happen in a quick instance here on this racetrack, man. A quick little slip up, a little bit of a bump into those back bumpers or anything else can really spin one of these drivers around. And unfortunately, we saw that there with the 2 ride and the 30 ride. Just that little bit of contact was enough to get those rear tires up in the air. That car was jacked up and spun around. As we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 now out onto the racetrack here. And starting on the pole in this one is the 119 machine of Jamie Massey. Massey starting on the pole here for heat race number 2. To his outside in the 10 machine, that is Lon Franks. And starting inside of row number 2 in the 9 ride, that is Dane Lloyd. And to his outside in the 57, that is Jim Revis. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 71 machine, that is Dan Stifler. Into his outside in the 23 ride, a brand new looking ride here for that 23 car, that is Byron Whipperman. And rounding out our field in the final spot on the racetrack, starting in 7th, that is the Race EPI. It's the Iceman of Jeremy Vaughn. So 7 more drivers getting ready to go to battle here for heat race number 2 as we're going to set them loose. Heat race number 2 underway as our flag man throws that green flag quickly in the air. And out in front, it is Jamie Massey. Massey's going to take the lead down the backstretch. He's going to look to start to pull away here. Is that bottom line really working here once again on the restarts? The high side struggling just a little bit as you can see Dane Lloyd still trying to work his way underneath of Lon Franks here for that 2nd spot. But the middle side starting to come in a little bit more here. Starting to see Jamie Massey running up there right through the slick up into that middle line. It looks like Lon Franks is going to miss that middle lane right there. He's going to go up a little too high, and he's going to lose that 2nd spot to Dane Lloyd as Lloyd now takes position number 2 away here. But Lon's going to try to battle back strong here down on the bottom side of the racetrack. We'll have to see if they can continue this battle side by side, and as they do, Jamie Massey continuing to pull away here as the 119 ride quickly out in front by a good second now over that 10 machine of Lon Franks. Here comes the Evil One Graphics ride of Dan Stifler, as well as Stifler now up into position number 3, and he's wasted no time. A little bit of contact between him and the 9 ride of Dane Lloyd. Lloyd trying to stay right there with him as he's going to try to give him a little bit of payback there on corner exit there off corner number 2. We see another driver go around. It's Jim Revis. Revis goes around there. Him and Byron Whipperman come together, and both of these drivers, unfortunately, are going to finish back there in 6th and 7th unless if something else happens up here closer at the front of the field. But I don't think anybody's going to catch them here as they come down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. We're going to see 2 more laps left to go here. 2 more laps for the 119 ride of Jamie Massey as Massey continues to lead the way. Lon Franks right there in position number 2. Dan Stifler still battling here with Dane Lloyd as Lloyd trying to get back down underneath of that Puffle Mike Promotions number 71 ride as the white flag has been thrown. So one more time around here for Massey as Massey continues to lead the way and continues to stretch out his lead out to about a 1.4 second lead down the backstretch through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. And Jamie Massey is going to pick up heat race win number 2. Lon Franks there in second. Dan Stifler, Dane Lloyd, Jeremy Vaughn, Byron Whipperman, and Jim Revis are going to round out our field there for heat race number 2. Another good heat race where we saw a little bit of contact there. Luckily enough, those drivers were able to hold on to it as they get back to, a little bit of single file racing there. They try to keep it as civil as possible without any more contact, as we're going to see these drivers jump out onto the racetrack here for a quick warm-up session here. They're going to get a little bit of time on the racetrack. They're going to make sure that they have their setups absolutely right, the correct amount of fuel, and they're going to make sure that their cars are absolutely set up perfectly here for the start and for the finish of this one, as we're going to get ready for our A main feature event in just a few more seconds. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button if you're new here, as we're getting our way up to 3,000 followers here on the page. 3,000 followers. Yo, Jennifer, what is good, Jennifer? Jennifer Stockton coming in, showing that love. Hey, chat, how's everyone? Hey, Peacemaker. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, my girl? Jen coming in, showing that love. Pete Fitzsimmons coming in with that like as well, coming in showing that love there for Jordan LaFawn. Good run, Jordan. Jordan with a great run, man. Yo, Rob Massey coming in with that heart reaction. Mackenzie Finch coming in with that heart reaction as well. What is good, Mackenzie? James Michael B coming in with that like on the stream as well. John Fowler coming in with that like. What is good, John Boy? What is good, homie? Bob Northcott with that like. Stephen Wallach with the like. Just Viv coming in, smashing that like as well. What is good, Viv? Just Viv coming in, showing the love. Drew Allen Spencer. What is good, Drew? What is good, homie? Randy Clark with the like on the stream. Austin Marshall with the like and the share. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, baby. Oh, here we go. Our A main feature event about to get underway here as these drivers starting to roll once again on the racetrack. We're going to get ready here for our A main feature event, and starting on the pole in this one, it's the joyride of Billy Northcutt. Northcutt starting here in that pole position to his outside. It's that 119 ride of Jamie Massey, as Massey starting there in position number 2. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 3 ride in position number 3, that is Douglas Stewart. To his outside, that is Lon Franks. Starting in position number 5 in the 11 machine, that is Jordan LaFawn. And to his outside in the 71, that is Dan Stifler. And we see Chad Puderbo there in 7th, Dane Lloyd in 8th, Bryce Dickinson starting in 9th with Jeremy Vaughn to his outside. Then we see Byron Whipperman, Ty Dickinson, Jim Revis and Michael Moniz rounding out our field as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are green flag racing here at Lincoln Speedway. Quickly down the backstretch, side by side, we see one driver almost go around deeper in the field. We do see one all the way around, Dane Lloyd. Looks like Lloyd's going to go around there in corner number 1, and we're going to get our first caution flag of the evening here very quickly in this one. Let's take a look back here and see what happens to the 9 ride as he heads down into corner number 1 here. 20 ride slides up in front of him. He tries to cut down underneath of him. Bryce Dickinson was there, and unfortunately for Dane, that the 84 ride just did not let off, and he didn't have to there as he was already down there, and Dane just unfortunately tried to drive over the nose of him, trying to drive underneath of the 20 machine as the 20 ride up putter boat drives way up the racetrack into the 71 and in front of him, and then just everyone kind of running out of room there in the middle of corner number 1 and 2, and on a tough break there for Dane. A tough break for certain, as I know he was looking to try to scoot down underneath of the 20 ride there. And unfortunately, Bryce Dickinson was right there, already had his nose underneath of him, and I don't think Dane realized that and just kind of drove over top of him. All right, well, we're going to stack them back up. We're going to get ready to do this all over again, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button, baby. Hit that share button. Let's go, chat. We're sitting at 34 viewers. Let's see that jump up to like 43 or 50 viewers. Let's freaking get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Let's go. As we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing, we're going to try this one all over again. Billy Northcutt, Jamie Massey out in front here is a good start there from the joyride of Billy Northcutt as Northcutt leads them down into corner number 1, side by side here, still off of corner number 2. Billy Northcutt just edging out in front by a little bit. He's going to have to try and clear that 119 ride of Jamie Massey here as quickly as possible. He almost gets him cleared there off corner number 4, but couldn't quite get it done as Massey hanging right there to his outside, continuing the battle side by side here at the front of the field in a good run. There down the backstretch from the 119 ride of Massey. Massey with another big run there, and he's going to take the lead away. So Jamie Massey now out in front here as the 119 ride takes that lead away from the joyride, and more contact, more carnage deeper in the field here. Byron Whipperman up into the outside wall, and the caution flag is going to fly. Caution flag number 2 coming out here as we're going to take a look back and see what all started this. It looked like Lon Franks maybe in the 10 ride. Going for a little bit of a spill here in corner number 1 and 2. It's the 11 ride of Jordan LaFawn. Just kind of looks like everyone just kind of piling into it. And no one can really get stopped. The 10 ride unfortunately going around. Byron Whipperman hard into that outside wall as well. See some heavy right front damage to that ride. Take a ride right on board here with Lon Franks as he goes through this one. Oh, this looks like that little bit of contact between him and LaFawn, maybe even a little bit of net code, just kind of getting that rear end of Franks kicked around there. I think when that contact was made, it just kind of kicked him sideways. And then once he kind of got sideways, he let off the gas, and then everyone else just unfortunately piled in there and just couldn't get woed up in time, and everyone just kind of running into each other there for that about 4th position on back to about 10th. Just kind of drove into it, and everyone just kept slamming into each other there, and that was a tough break. But that's what happens when we go to a nice, tight, short racetrack like these ones, is that, you know, one simple car that's turned around takes up, you know, 50% of that racetrack. There's not a lot of space left out there for these drivers to try to maneuver around, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing, and a great restart there for Jamie Massey. Douglas Stewart with a big restart as well, following that 119 ride right out in front here as he tries to take that 2nd spot away from Billy Northcutt. Just barely clears him down the backstretch there. Billy's going to give him a shot in the rear bumper, as he definitely did not like that one. Chad Puterball Getting some contact there as well from the 71 ride of Dan Stifler. Stifler tries to work his way up towards the front, but here comes Byron Whipperman as well. Whippersnapper having a great run now up inside the top 10 here. Is that 23 ride way up the high side of the racetrack. More contact. Jeremy Vaughn, they're 3, almost 4 wide back here. Holy moly, these guys back in the rear of the field battling for even just a top 10 finish here. Duking it out 3-4 wide at the rear of the field, trying to work their way to the front here. These guys really are battling tough back here, man. All over each other. This is for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th on the racetrack. These guys continue to duke it out. That is crazy how hard they are racing each other back here. Out in front, though, it is all Jamie Massey as Massey continues to lead the way. Douglas Stewart right there in position number 3, or number 2 in that 3 ride. Billy Northcott right there behind him in that Dirt Panda Bibs Laker. Wild Bill Race Designs number 0, that Joyride right there in 3rd. Bryce Dickinson's now worked his way up into position number 4, and Ty Dickinson up into position number 5. So both of the Dickinson boys having some good runs here as they're both up inside the top 5 now. But Dan Stifler trying to march his way towards the front here. He's now into position number 5 as he takes that 5th spot away from his teammate in the 2 ride of Ty Dickinson. Jim Revis right there behind him. Jim trying to drive his way up to the front there after that little bit of a spill he had not too long ago down in corner number 1 and 2. You see Byron Whipperman there as well, but the caution flag is going to fly as it looks like Mike Manise and Jeremy Vaughn unfortunately coming together here. We'll take a look and see what happens. It's like Lon Franks just gets into the back bumper there of Jeremy Vaughn. Lon Franks getting those rear tires up in the air there, scooping underneath of Jeremy Vaughn, and nowhere to go for Vaughn there as he just spins around. Jordan LaFawn gets into it in the 11. We saw the 30 ride of Michael Manise get a hard lick there as well, driving right underneath of that 8 machine. All right, we'll take a look back here right from the cockpit and see exactly what Michael Manise sees here. He heads down into corner number 1, and then boom, the 8 ride just parked right there, and he's gonna drive right underneath of him, and he's gonna check that rear end fluid there to see what level it's at, as he had a great shot at that rear end of that 8 ride. Just making sure the fluids are good in that, and we're gonna get ready to go back to green flag racing here, as Jamie Massey still out in front. Massey continues to lead the way. Douglas Stewart right there in 2nd. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a Peacemaker Gaming. Crank it up. So crank up that volume and cheer your favorite drivers on here during this restart. All right, is that caution flag going to come out here for the 23 ride of Byron Whipperman as we see Whippersnapper unfortunately go around there. A tough break there for Byron Whipperman as he goes around, as we're going to get a little bit of a look here at this one, as some heavy contact back there. These guys continuing to battle hard. You can see them 3, almost 4 wide here down the front straightaway. And as they head down into corner number 1, it just doesn't quite work out. The 23 ride slides up the racetrack right over the nose of the 20 ride. And it looks like the 23 ride of Byron Whipperman just with some too much damage there, maybe a broken tie rod or steering box or something. That car just swaying around there, unfortunately having a hard time getting it back into a straight line. And that BCR Diamond Designs number 23 ride unfortunately goes around. Brings out caution flag number 4 or 5, something like that. As we're going to get them stacked back up, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys do us a favor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. They're all completely free. Jump up into the chat and let us know who you're cheering for as we're back to green flag racing. The green flag back out in the air here once again as Jamie Massey leads the way. He's got his DWR teammate of Douglas Stewart right there on his back bumper, but there's Billy Northcutt. Northcutt right there in third, giving a good shot there to Douglas Stewart. Trying to get Stewart up there towards the front there as he gives him a good little shot. We see Chad Pooterball having some issues here. Almost goes around again as Byron Whipperman right there. These guys back here have been battling hard all night long. Dane Lloyd, Jordan LeBon, Lon Franks, all these guys have been really duking it out here for quite a while. Jeremy Vaughn right there in that picture as well. Ty Dickinson just in front of them in position number 7. We see Dan Stifler in the 71 ride trying to get past that 84 of Bryce Dickinson, as Bryce doing a great job there in position number 4, holding off that 71 ride of Lon Franks. Not Lon Franks, sorry, that is Dan Stifler, not Lon Franks. Lon Franks is in the 10 ride. Words are tough sometimes, chat. Words are tough sometimes, okay? Okay? But out in front, it is all Jamie Massey as Massey continues to lead the way here as they head down across the start-finish line here. We're about halfway in and halfway to go in this one. As Jamie Massey out in front, still holding off Douglas Stewart as this racetrack continues to slick off more and more and more. We're going to see this track really start to change here over the next 10-15 laps. We're going to see a lot of these drivers having to mix it up. Are they going to stick with the bottom? Are they going to stick right through the middle of the racetrack, right through the slick stuff? Or are we going to see some of those guys way up on that high side trying to carry a ton of speed up there around that outside wall? Bryce Dickinson still holding on to 4th here as he's still got the 71 ride of Dan Stifler all over his back bumper. And we see Jeremy Vaughn making some moves here. Vaughn looking very good, using that little bit of a middle lane. He's up there now past Ty Dickinson and working his way around the 57 ride of Jim Revis. Ty Dickinson giving Jim a good shot. They make some contact right there in front of him at the caution flag was already thrown there, as it looks like Dane Lloyd unfortunately gonna go around here, bring the caution flag back out with him here, as we're gonna take a look back and see what happens to the 9 machine. He's gonna head down into corner number 1. Oh, looks like the 20 ride of Chad Pooterbow unfortunately was starting to go around there in front of him. He makes a little bit of contact with him, and a little bit of help from the rear end there from the 10 ride. Spins him around. We see the 20 ride of Chad unfortunately go up into that outside wall as well. After that contact, he gets launched into that outside wall. Oh, that was a tough leg right there for Chad Pooterball. That's a tough break right there for the 20 machine. Let's take a ride right on board here with him. As you can see the rear end just kick out here. He loses it. Then that contact with Dane Lloyd once he kind of gets slowed up. But then, oh, right into that outside wall off corner number 2. And that's a tough lake right there. All right, we're going to stack them back up. We're going to get ready to go back to battle here once again. As Jamie Massey continues to lead the way here. A great restart there for the DWR JRE race team of Jamie Massey, as Massey with a great restart, quickly jumping out in front. He's got that 3 ride of Douglas Stewart, his teammate, right there behind him. Billy Northcutt still holding on to 3rd as the caution flag going to come right back out here. I'm not sure what this caution flag came out for, as it looks like possibly just a 20 ride coming back out onto the racetrack, as these guys were taking the green flag here. That's what the caution flag came out for right there. Just him getting back out onto the racetrack there was enough for iRacing to think that he was, 1, either too sideways, or 2, possibly just too slow on the racetrack coming out of the pits there. And that was enough for them to throw that caution flag again. They don't like anyone going back onto the racetrack under the green flag here at Lincoln Speedway. So a tough break there for the 20 ride. And for everybody else, especially Jamie Massey, after having another great restart there. You gotta think, how many more of those is he gonna get? These guys might be starting to learn his tricks here on these restarts. Maybe they can time these right here once or twice before this one ends. They may be able to get a big run and be able to find a way to get around that 119 ride. In these restarts, whenever these guys are right back on his rear bumper, he knows that Billy Northcutt, Bryce Dickinson, Douglas Stewart, any one of these drivers that are there behind him have an opportunity to try to make a move to get around him. They can drive it in there super deep. They can find a big run coming off of corner number 2 and drag race him down into 3. And whenever you can give these guys an opportunity, they're going to take it, and that's nervous times for our race leader. But we're going to see if they can time this one right, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. The 119 ride out in front. Douglas Stewart with a little bit better of a restart that time, but that 119 of Jamie Massey, so strong on those restarts, really finding an extra gear there out of corner number 4 as he takes the lead down the backstretch here. Another perfect restart there, and another caution flag, I do believe, coming out here is Mike Manise. Unfortunately having some issues here on this restart as well. As Mike drives it in there, Lon Franks gets checked up there, and then Mike Manise tries to avoid hitting him, gets hard onto the brakes, and once he gets onto that brake pedal there, it looks like it just drags that front end right into that inside wall, and then he goes around. Right here, hits the brakes, and then just kind of blows that car up enough that it just kind of hooks to the left there. He can't get it pointed back in the right direction. Hits that inside wall and goes around a tough break right there. All right. We'll stack them back up here again. Yo, Pete Fitzsimmons coming in with that like on the stream. Pete coming in smashing that like on the stream. Garrett Marshall coming in with that like as well. Nicole Bebo, my sister, coming in smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Nicole? Dana Mobley coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Dana? Dang, says Vicky. Dang. Yeah, these caution flags are a little bit killer. One at a time. Jordan, come on. And John Fowler's cheering on Mr. Jim Revis. Let's go. Couple of Jim fans. Yo, Zachary. What is good, Zach Attack? Zach coming in as well. Let's go, Dickinson, guys. Let's go, Dickinson, boys. Let's go, baby. All right, single file restarts is what it looks like these drivers are going to go to, as we're going to get them lined back up, and we are back to green flag racing here. 27 laps in here out of 45, so we got about 18 more laps left to go here before we call this one. Massey out in front, but man, oh man, Douglas Stewart has been having a great run here all night long. They're in position number 2 is that 3 ride. Looking to try and make something happen. He's right down on the bottom here, trying to find some good runs, maybe a way to get around that 119 ride of Jamie Massey. Billy Northcutt right there in 3rd as Bryce Dickinson there in 4th. Bryce still doing a great job holding on to that 4th position on the racetrack. holding off Dan Stifler. Stifler there in position number 5, and Jeremy Vaughn gets caught up in a couple earlier wrecks. So didn't Jim Revis. They're both right there in 6th and 7th, trying to work their way a little bit farther to the front here. We saw Jeremy Vaughn making some good moves up there, using that middle lane, almost that high lane of the racetrack here. You can see him trying to get those big runs here once again as that car starting to get settled in here a little bit more. Might see that 8 ride way back up there on that high side, looking for those big runs. Then we see Ty Dickinson back there in 8th, almost side by side there with Jordan LaFawn, as LaFawn trying to work his way around the 2 ride of Ty Dickinson, and Lon Franks rounding out our top 10. Dane Lloyd there in 11, Chad Hooterball there in 12, Michael Manise and Byron Whipperman round out our field here in this one. Jamie Massey continues to stay out in front here, but only about a car length, maybe 2, between himself and that 3 ride of Douglas Stewart. And Stewart continues to hang right there with them, not letting him run away, staying right there within striking distance. I'm sure Massey would love to be able to jump up there and really pull away from him, as here comes a good run out of the 3 ride. He's right there on his back bumper. I think this is the closest anyone's really had the last 20 laps, and able to try and work or try to battle with that 119 ride with the lead. As Douglas Stewart doing a great job in the caution flag coming back out. Oh no. I think that was the last thing that Douglas Stewart really wanted to see. Is I think Douglas has a better long run car than what Jamie Massey may have right now. As they're waiting for that pace truck to catch up, we're going to take a look back and see what happens here, as it looks like Jordan LaFawn, unfortunately, going to go around here. He drives it in there, just kind of, the rear end just kind of kicks out there. He hits that inside wall. Dane Lloyd nowhere to go. Good job there by Chad Pooterball. Byron Whipperman, the 30 ride of Michael Manise, to avoid that one, as you see a lot of heavy white smoke rolling out of that 11 ride of Jordan LaFawn. Major damage there for him. That's a tough break for Jordan. So we're going to ride right on board here and see what happens to that 11 ride. I don't know if maybe he closed in on the gap between him and Ty Dickinson a little bit too much. I think that's what happens. He kind of just gets onto the brakes there and just can't catch that ride. You saw that earlier with the 30 ride when he jumped onto the binders. It just pulled him down to that inside wall, and I think that's the same thing that happened to Jordan there. Tough break there for Jordan LaFawn. He was having a decent run. We're going to have to see if he can work his way back up inside the top 10 here. That rear end kicks out, goes down the racetrack, and then, oh, nowhere to go for Dane Lloyd. Lloyd's really had a rough one in this one, because he's got collected in quite a few wrecks. We are back to green flag racing. The green flag back out in the air. Jamie Massey with another great restart there, as he's out in front. He's going to continue to try to click off as many laps as possible, as we get 11 more laps left to go here. Massey out in front, but here comes Douglas Stewart again, trying to reel him back in, trying to get back to his rear bumper, this time at a corner number 4. We're going to see 10 more laps left to go here. 10 more laps for Massey to be able to hang on to this one. Can Douglas Stewart jump up there and take this lead away? Can Stewart jump up and win this race? Does Billy Northcutt have the best seat in the house if something happens between these front two? Does Billy have an opportunity to maybe slide down around the two of them and be able to maybe steal this one away from that 119 in the 3 ride, as they may duke it out right there in front of them? Bryce Dickinson right there in 4th, doing a great job still, holding off the rest of the field here, as he's still got Dan Stifler all over his back bumper. The 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn right there as well. Same with Jim Revis and Lon Franks. As these guys continue to battle here for 4th. We're going to see that battle at the front of the field possibly start to heat up here. Man, oh man, Douglas Stewart having a great run, trying to get back to the rear bumper here of Jamie Massey. I don't know, Douglas probably searching around the racetrack, just trying to find a little bit of extra traction, a little bit of extra drive here, trying to find a way to maybe get a good run to battle side by side with that 119 ride, but Massey, oh so perfect here once again. He's hitting his marks and lap in and lap out, not making any mistakes, and I think that's what may help him win this race, is just being that mistake-free race. And obviously having that teammate right there behind him never hurts as well. This is teammate going to try to run him as clean as possible. We get 5 more laps left to go. 5 more laps around the racetrack here. Douglas Stewart, can he catch up to Jamie Massey? Can Massey hang on to win this one? Billy Northcutt jump up there. Billy starting to find an extra gear here, as well as now Dan Stifler finally's worked his way around Bryce Dickinson. So Dickinson back to 5th as Dan Stifler worked his way around the 84 ride into 4th. Down at a corner number 3 and 4. We're going to get 3 more laps left to go here. 3 more circuits for Jamie Massey as Massey continues to lead the way here. Douglas Stewart getting real loose there, maybe trying to push that free ride a little bit too hard. The Joyride gonna look down underneath of him, possibly gonna try to make it a good battle there for second. He can't get the run that he needs there at a corner number 4 as we get 2 more laps left to go here for Jamie Massey. Down the back stretch and into corner number 3 with about a 2-car length lead here. Massey at a corner number 4. He's going to see the white flag fly. So one more time around for that iRacing I flag. DWR. Papa Mike Promotions number 119 machine as Massey heads down the backstretch into corner number 3. Douglas Stewart can't get there. And out of corner number 4, it's going to be all Jamie Massey, picking up yet again another checkered flag here in the American Dirt Series and in these Dirt Street Stocks as Massey picks up yet again another checkered flag. We see Dan Stifler spun out back there in corner number 2 as he gets a little bit of post-race contact there and goes around, but out in front it was all Jamie Massey. Once he got that lead away and was able to clear that joyride of Billy Northcutt, he never looked back and picked up that checkered flag in a great performance, but a great drive right there from his teammate behind him in that 3 ride as Douglas Stewart worked his way around the joyride as well of Billy Northcutt into position number 2. Looked like for a little while he had something there for Massey, but just could never really get anything to happen. Couldn't get the run that he needed to be able to try to get side by side or be able to try to, have a big slide job or anything there for that 119 ride as Massey, which is oh so perfect all night long. And then Billy Northcutt with a great run as well. Definitely a couple spots short of where he wanted to finish, but still a good run, being able to park down here on the front stretch and being on the podium here is still a good finish, especially with a field filled with so many talented drivers here in these Dirt Street Stocks. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see those checkered flags fly. Let's see those checkered flags up in the chat. Let's see some congratulations here for Jamie Massey as he picks up the checkered flag here in this one. A heck of a run, a heck of a drive there for Mr. Jamie Massey as we're going to pull him here up into the Discord in just a couple moments here as Cameron Mott coming in with that like on the stream. Cameron coming in showing that love. Bree coming in with that like on the stream as well. What is good, Bree? Susie Dickinson, Mama Bear coming in with that heart reaction. What is good, Mama Bear? Coming in smashing that like as well. Matt Smith coming in with that like. What is good, Maddie? Yo, Mr. Josh Ely coming in with that like. What is good, Josh? What is good, my boy? Yo, Bailey Dobbs coming in with that heart reaction as well. What is good, Bailey? What is good, my boy? Coming in, smashing that like as well. Let's go, chat. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a run. What a drive there for Mr. Jamie Massey, man. What a drive. Man, that is a good one. Good run, nephew Rob cheering on Mr. Massey there. Cheering on his nephew, Jamie Massey, picking up yet again another checkered flag. Yo, Johnny Ratley coming in with that like on the stream. Johnny, where the heck were ya? Johnny, you should have been out there on the racetrack. Dang it. You should have been out there. Nice run, Jamie. Absolutely, Tony. Absolutely, whippersnapper. Absolutely a great run there by Mr. Massey. And ladies and gentlemen, here he is, our A main feature winner. We're going to pull Massey up into the Discord here for his post-race interview. So give it up for that 119 ride of Jamie Massey. Hey, Jamie, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Jamie, my boy, you get it done here again in the American Dirt Series. Man, how does it feel to be back out there on the racetrack after, you know, a little bit of a Christmas break there, a little bit of time away from the sim, doing all the family things, and you jump right back out there and pick right up, you know, right where you left off and picking up yet again another checkered flag.
Yeah, man. It always feels good to get on here and be able to hold a steering wheel and do what I love. So, yeah, man. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely, man. You had a lot of good competition here once again in this one, but man, you had your teammate Douglas Stewart there for so long there on your back bumper. Do you think there for a little while maybe Douglas had the better car of you? He just couldn't quite find a way to get around you there as he continued to run picture perfect laps around this, you know, pretty nice racetrack that iRacing's built here for us at Lincoln Speedway.
It's a pretty technical racetrack, and actually that was my first race here at this track. So I was really just chasing the racetrack a little bit, and it's with these fixed setups, man. It's so easy to not easy, but it's a whole lot better to run second, and you can watch and you move around and see where the groove is a little better than the guy first seen in the corner. And he made something work, kind of that half slider line there, and was catching me a little bit, so I had to move around and try to hit my marks to pull away, but Douglas is a wheel man, so it was a pretty good race. Had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. A lot of fun out there is what everyone's goal is, and you made it look fun there for all of us up here in the grandstands. As that 119 ride once again, oh so good and oh so tough to beat here, and unbeatable again for another night as you pick up another checkered flag. Jamie, who do you got to thank for such a strong performance here tonight?
I gotta thank Dirt Warrior Racing, iRacing, iFlag, Papa Mike's Promotions, JRE, Bella's Bullies, and you for broadcasting, and everybody over there at my team. Man, I don't race a lot anymore. I just run league races here and there. I kindly wish I wouldn't have missed a couple of these races here because I gave a shot at a championship up. But either one of them two guys that are first and second there, if they get the championship, I'll be happy with that. Just happy to be a part of this team and happy for my team on good runs there. I think we had a 1, 2, and a 4th, and maybe a 5th. I didn't quite look at the results, but DWR is a force to reckon with, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You guys are all so good here. Once again, Jamie, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag here tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you back down here next Tuesday for our championship night and see if you can park that 119 ride down here in Victory Lane one more time for the series.
Yeah, man, I'll be headed to Alabama, and I don't think I'll get to race next week, but if I don't, then that's cool. And if I do, then that's cool. If not, I'll be watching my teammates and watching on your stream and be pulling for them guys, and hopefully Dan can lock up a championship. See y'all next week.
Absolutely, Jamie. Have yourself a wonderful evening, my boy.
See you, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Jamie Massey as he picks up the checkered flag here tonight, man. What a run, what a drive there for the 119 ride of Jamie Massey as he comes home in the top spot, picking up yet again another checkered flag. But one driver that was right there behind him having a great run, working his way past a couple drivers there, hanging on to second. But, man, he was all over the back bumper of Massey for a little bit. We're going to pull our second place finisher now of Douglas Stewart here into the Discord. Hey Douglas, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Douglas, my boy, a great run here tonight for that 3 machine as you were up there battling with Billy Northcutt for a little bit. You got your way around him, and then you had your teammate right there in front of you for so many laps. But, man, you were all over him there for a bit. You were right on his back bumper, just trying to wait for maybe a mistake to happen out of that 119 ride, which unfortunately just never really happened. But For a little while, you were right there. We thought maybe you were going to try a couple different lines, try to find your way around them, but maybe even give them a little bit of a nudge there to try to get around that 119 ride. As it looked like it was super, super hard to, make passes here tonight. It was easy to try to, stay right there with them and kind of draft with them, but to be able to pull alongside them and beat them down into the corner for how deep you drive into the corners here, it seems to be very, very hard to pass in these dirt street stocks.
Oh yeah, I mean it's extremely hard to pass, and I mean I wouldn't force it in on anybody, especially not a track like this. I mean, I got lucky and got by Billy. I never thought I would. I'm still learning, and all the guys at DWRs really helped me and mentored me to get to where I'm at right now. I got lucky and won that one race earlier, but it just, I don't know. I find myself struggling more than anything in these, and definitely getting a run behind Jamie, I think helped me more than it hurt me. I mean, if he would have messed up real bad and I'd have had the chance to pass him, maybe, but I just don't see, if I ever get in front of him, I definitely don't see running off from him at all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It is tough to be able to jump up here and make passes around these guys, especially with all these guys being so good and so tough to beat on any regular night. And then you throw in Lincoln Speedway and how tough this racetrack is. But you do a great job, and you come home here in that second spot tonight. We saw a great run out of that 3 ride as you were right there on the back bumper of Massey, and maybe an opportunity once or twice there to try to get underneath of them, but to be able to make that pass stick or be able to get that slide job into the corner or anything else is so hard here. But you do a picture-perfect job. Unfortunately for you, though, just that 119 ride, just not making any of those mistakes that we see a lot of drivers in other series make here and there once they get out in front. To be able to run 40, 45 laps mistake-free is super hard to do, especially with a lot of restarts and everything else. You got to really hit those restarts absolutely perfectly, and it looked like Jamie just kept hitting those restarts absolutely perfect here on you tonight.
Oh yeah, he definitely was getting them perfect, and I was lucky enough. I mean, the outside here is super hard to stay honestly with the second place guy, because if he times the start just right, I mean, really he's just going to have the drive in the corner, and then he's going to have preferred line, especially being around the bottom here. So, I mean, I got lucky and very fortunate to hold off Billy on all them restarts, even though it was close a few times, and he gave me plenty of room and raced me really clean. So I respect that from him greatly. I mean, these guys they're top notch. They drive with a lot of respect. They don't get rough. I mean, there's a few here and there, but other than that, I mean, man, all these guys racing around right now are super clean, super fast, and it makes for really fun racing. I just hope to get myself in victory lane before it's over with again.
Absolutely, man. Well, you got one more night to go here, one more night before this series is over. But I'm sure we'll get another Dirt Street Stock series here on Tuesday nights fired up rather quickly. And then we also have our Sim 500 one that's going to continue on Thursdays, which will get fired up come the new year as well. So we're going to still have lots of racing, and I'm sure we'll see it down here in Victory Lane more and more often here, especially as you continue to learn, and especially with the talent that you guys have over there at DWR continuing to get better and better each and every week. A great run here tonight, Douglas. A good, solid finish, a second-place run. Who do you got to thank for such a wicked drive here this evening?
Start off, I got to thank DWR and all the sponsors on that car. I mean, without them guys, I definitely wouldn't be in this position. I mean, they helped me more than I could ever think. And I got to thank the American Dirt Series for putting on this league to let us come run every Tuesday night with, such a good show. Yes, a few cautions here and there, but other than that, I mean, good, clean racing, and they don't really take much bull crap. So, I mean, works good there, and I really appreciate and am glad you're the one that's doing all the, what you call it?
The broadcasting?
Yeah, the broadcasting. I really appreciate you doing that for us, and you really do a good job at that.
Well,
I can always go back and watch my mistakes when I can't, on iRacing or something, so that really helps out a lot too.
Absolutely, man. That's a big thing for a lot of drivers to be able to go back in and, not only just maybe see, where they were maybe making mistakes, or where they were over driving or under driving the car or anything else, but they can also see kind of what the leaders are doing, those guys that were in front of them that they didn't really see for a lot of the night. But you can learn a few tricks and a few different things that some of these other guys were doing around the racetrack, or seeing where maybe someone deeper in the field was really starting to make up a lot of ground, making a lot of passes through the middle of the race, where maybe you never thought would be a good line to run at that point in time, but then all of a sudden they're up there making it work, and it can kind of give you an idea of what you can do next time to try that out in the next race that you have at that racetrack.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's definitely helps if you go back and watch. I've learned that the hard way, and it's been a huge help, really huge help.
Beauty. All right, Douglas. Well, congratulations on the second place run here tonight, my boy. Hopefully, we'll see you back down here on the front stretch. Maybe one spot better down in Victory Lane next week.
I'm gonna try, that's for sure.
All right, Douglas. Have yourself a great night, and congratulations on the second place run here this evening.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 3 ride of Douglas Stewart, as Stewart coming home there in position number 2 here this evening. We're going to pull in our third place finisher now, the 052. That is the Joyride of Billy Northcutt. Billy coming home there in position number 3 here tonight, man. A great run and a great drive here by the Joyride of Billy Northcutt, as we're going to pull him up here into the broadcast booth. Hey, Billy, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yeah, sure do. How you doing, bud?
I'm not doing too bad, Billy, my boy. Another solid run here for that Joyride, as you're right up there battling for the win here tonight. Duking it out there in the opening laps with Massey for a little bit, but then he got around you, and then Douglas Stewart just drove that car down there underneath of you, and you guys battled side by side for a few laps, but unfortunately he got around you, and then it just proved so tough to be able to try to pass up there towards the front of the field, as we saw a lot of these guys really not mixing it up too much, kind of hanging right where they were and making it hard to pass around this racetrack. As the track continued to change and continued to slick off more and more and more, it kind of became more of a one-lane racetrack around this place.
Yeah, man, that was a interesting race. I had never actually ran a race at this track before, so it was kind of hit and miss for me at the beginning of the race. Like it would go green, kind of in the middle of the turn, and I wasn't really ready to go yet the first few times, and you could probably tell, like I really kind of messed up those first few starts. I don't know that I would have had anything for Jamie anyway, even if I ran perfect for myself, but I was kind of messing up a lot early, so I felt pretty happy to be still in a podium position when it all shook out, and I didn't really want to push the issue too much with being one of the few guys left in here that's kind of points racing. Trying to go for the win, you maybe want to be aggressive and have some fun with that, but if it's just going from third to second, I'm not typically your guy that's going to go up there and be crazy about that. So I just kind of hung out in third. It seemed like we were stepping out a decent bit from the rest of the field, so there wasn't a lot of risk involved. Third was darn near guaranteed at that point. It seemed like once we'd get going. So I wasn't going to do anything crazy and mess that up for the night.
Absolutely, man, and that's what it's all about right there, is battling for those points and everything else, and just being not as hungry as what some other drivers might be, trying to chase after checkered flags, but being smart enough to keep that car in one piece, keep it there at the end for a good points night, and keeping your fellow points competitors that are battling for that championship there behind you, just running a smart, smooth race consistently throughout the night, and being able to pick up a decent finish and keeping that points lead going into the final night.
Yeah, man, that's kind of what it's about for me in here right now. I mean, obviously, if I am in the lead, I'm going to try to win, but if I'm not going to be overly aggressive for now and here. I mean, I would maybe have the points about locked up if I wouldn't have dumped the leader in a race trying to be aggressive for wins there mid-season anyway. That kind of put me in the back of that race and made me have to battle back for the points. So the last thing I would want to do is a repeat of that and mess that up. I mean, I don't. There's a lot of good guys in these street stocks, so like I feel like I do pretty good in a lot of different leagues, but I never actually win the points championship in any of them. So I'm going to come out there next week and really focus on that and try real hard to take this one. It'd be an honor to get that. I usually end up second or third in points. It seems like in 90% of the stuff that I run. So to get over that hump, I mean, it may have taken some of these guys missing some races. It'd be hard to beat Jamie in a championship if he raced all season and stuff. But I mean, that's part of it. So there's been a lot of really good drivers that have ran the whole season. So I'd still take a lot of pride in that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But, man, it's coming down to the end of it. You only got one race left to go. Do you think you got this one in the bag? Do you think you can keep Dan Stifler at bay and some of these other drivers off your back bumper here for one more week to be able to pick up that championship?
Man, you sure hope so. That's the plan. If I can keep qualifying in the top 3 or 5 or whatever, then I should be able to stay out of trouble at Charlotte. It's kind of a bigger track. I mean, I've had some DNFs at Charlotte in the past with just big haymaker sliders and stuff like that. So I may have to be careful on that, make sure that I'm paying attention to everybody throwing sliders around me and stuff. And it's one of those deals where I feel like if I can just get a top 10 or so, I'll probably be okay. But nothing's a guarantee on here. The internet could go down halfway through the features, so you can't plan on anything. After the heat in this one, my screen went black and booted me out of everything and rebooted my computer, so I had to reboot it and get back in there before the feature. So for a second I was like, well, but so you just never know what's going to happen on here. But I'm gonna try to run a good clean race next week and try to play it safe and see if I can get that championship for sure.
Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. Well, Billy, who do you gotta thank here tonight for such a wicked run and such a great drive there, holding on to that third spot on the racetrack?
Man, I gotta thank Jamie and Douglas for the good race up front. Thank Bryce back there behind me. He raced behind me most of that whole race. And when you got a guy like Bryce behind you, you don't have to think about who's behind you, and that makes it a lot easier to drive your own race. There's certain guys on here that, not necessarily in this league, but there's certain guys on here that once they're behind you, it truly affects how you drive your car because you're planning on them drilling you. It's like you have to worry about that. So to be sandwiched between like Douglas and Bryce and being around Jamie and stuff up front in this league, it's really fun place to be and race in. So thanks to all them guys for that, and thanks to all my family and friends and Dirt Panda teammates and Viv's Liquor, everybody that supports me, my Uncle Rod, everybody that shows any support in what I do. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the third place run here tonight. We look forward to seeing you try to pick up that championship next week. And, hopefully see you down here in the front stretch and for a post-race interview, maybe for, another checkered flag or another solid top 3 run, but hopefully being in there for that, that championship interview at the end of the series.
Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate everything that you do, and I appreciate Cody and Nathan and everybody that's helping admin and run this league. They've done a good job.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the good run here tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you. Take care.
Yes, you as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Billy Northcutt as Billy coming home there in position number 3 here tonight, man. What a good run. Ty freaking Dickinson, my boy Ty coming in, setting it off with that 600-star dono. Are you kidding me, Ty? Are you kidding me, my boy? Ty coming in with the 600-star dono, popping it off. Coming in with the best broadcaster in the business. You know it, baby. You know it, baby. Let's go, chat. Let's go, Ty. Much love, my dude. I'd never wreck Billy Northcutt. He shows me too much love and support on and off the track. 100%. 100%. you never want to wreck anybody. Everybody out there is a class act, man. That was a great race. Obviously, we saw some contact here and there, but that's just the definition of good hard racing, is a little bit of contact. There was no immediate, people trying to wreck each other or anything else. There was no obvious intent in doing it. It was just good hard racing, and that's what we want to see on a weekly basis. We don't care if there's 10 caution flags, as long as we can see some good hard racing, and we saw that all night long. We saw deeper in the field where we saw some of those wrecks were happening. These guys were 3, almost 4 wide, battling back there for the 10th position, the 11th position on the racetrack, and they're going 3, 4 wide back there. That's the commitment of these guys trying and work their way towards the front, trying to make something happen, trying to get a better position or anything else, but they're running clean for, 2, 3 laps, 2, 3, 4 wide around the racetrack. And then finally, it just takes that one simple little mistake. One driver just drives it in there, 1 inch too far, or, half a mile slower than the car behind them. And that little bit of contact happens. And when the racetrack gets so slicked off that, really once that little bit of a bump comes into play, there's nothing much that these drivers can do to hold on to their race cars to be able to, save it or anything else, or to avoid additional contact. But ladies and gentlemen, man, another wicked night of racing, man. Jesse Edmondson coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Jesse? Jesse coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, my boy? Michael Manise coming in with that like as well. Douglas Stewart, Jacob Kurds, Dustin Lehman all coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I cannot thank you guys enough. Almost 100 comments on the stream yet again. We're sitting at 87 comments out of 100. We had 18 shares, 50 reactions. Man, you guys absolutely killed it here all night long, and I can't thank each and every one of you guys enough, man. You guys are absolutely killing it all night long here. Ty coming in with some big stars there late in this one. Billy Northcutt coming in with that heart reaction as well, coming in smashing that heart. Billy, congrats again on a solid 3rd place run here tonight, man. What a race, what a drive here by all these drivers. We didn't see a huge field of cars like we normally see at the beginning of series. Obviously, as series continue to, go through it, some drivers decide that, they don't want to race those cars on a weekly basis anymore. Some of them decide that, they don't want to, commit to it for a full time. Some of them quit racing. Some of them, get busy with work. Some of them get, obviously busy with holidays where, a little bit lower car counts later on in a series normally happens. And we still have some of the best drivers in the business here once again duking it out here night after night after night here. And even though we had only 15 cars on the racetrack, or 14 cars that took the green flag, man, it was still wicked racing action all around the racetrack, and it was absolutely perfect. And couldn't pick a better group of drivers to be out here on the track. Let's go, baby. High side hustling. Let's go, Jeremy. Yo, Trent Langston coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Trent? Trent coming in, smashing that like as well. Let's go, my guy. Now 92 comments. Laugh out loud. Technically, 93 comments is now 94 comments or something like that. Something like that. Okay, he edited it. Okay, see, you edited it. So it is now 93 comments on the stream. It is now 93 there, Jeremy. You got it that time. You got it that time, my boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Another absolutely amazing stream. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's get another, let's get some hashtags 119 up in the chat here to finish it off there, to congratulate Jamie Massey on picking up yet again another checkered flag. Let's see those hashtag 119s up in the chat there for Mr. Jamie Massey as he picks up the checkered flag here tonight. First time watching, this was awesome. Trent, my boy, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you liked the content. Make sure, we see that you hit that follow button already. You became a follower here of the page, as well as we continue to work towards our goal of 3,000 followers on the page. And Trent, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I'm glad that you enjoyed the content and the racing action around this racetrack, my dude. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Tuesday evening. We will be back live probably tomorrow afternoon. I don't know if we'll do iRacing again or maybe some Fortnite or something again. I've been actually having quite a bit of fun on Fortnite, honestly. Like, you know, I've been a huge Call of Duty player for a long while. When I first started this page was mainly because of Call of Duty, and, you know, we played in a lot of big tournaments with some big name players, and you know, that was a lot of fun for a while. But as Call of Duty continued to progress, I just kind of lost interest in it. And even now with the new Warzone 2, I just kind of don't have the interest that I would like to really have in that game. I just kind of, not my thing, you know. It's just kind of not the direction that I wish it would have went to. And you know, so it's kind of just a back burner of a game for me right now until they fix a lot of those bugs that they have and a lot of issues that they have with that game. But Fortnite, that no-build Fortnite's been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying that one. That no-build Fortnite's been a ton of fun. I'm kind of down to grind that one. Michael Dickinson coming in with the hashtag 119s. Let's go, Michael. Let's go, my boy. Those 119s. All right, chat. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, baby. Oh, let's go, chat. What a race. What a run here once again tonight.